Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, Blind. I'm here in the castle of King William, and I am going to get an epic whooping from the looks of it. What is it? Is it like a map of the kingdom? You cannot interact with any of the swords. It doesn't look like a map of Nosgoth. I don't recognize any of the features. There are no pillars of Nosgoth or anything. So I'm not quite sure what this is supposed to represent. But the fact the game gives me a save spot probably means I'm nearing something important, so I will switch to the Soul Reaver.
Ah, yes, the vampire. Mobius told me.
Oh. Okay.
The Heart of Darkness.
It didn't even live long enough. It didn't even live long enough to hear him finish his. I can't use the Soul Reaver without
Flame Sword.
Without mana, and I cannot cast spells with the Soul Reaver. So overall, it seems kind of pointless to use it for now.
The Heart of Darkness.
Hey, Victor!
I guess I wonder if this will work with the Soul Reaver, you know? The mana bank. Obviously it won't, because I can't use spells when using this blade. Is he using... Like, there is a sound, a very distinct sound, whenever King William attacks. Is he using the Soul Reaver as well? Is it like a battle? Because I was talking about that. I was talking about whether there are two Soul Reavers now that I have gone back in time. Because obviously I didn't claim it by this time, but I brought my own from the future. That's kind of metal.
The Soul Reaver.
The Battle of the Soul Reavers.
Flame Sword.
No, it's not much of a battle.
The Heart of Darkness.
It's not much of a battle, is it? I keep dying over and over again. I'm like a total loser. Let me switch to a different spell. Like, for example, this. So this is probably my best offensive spell, right?
Repel.
Although I'm not sure if it's going to be at all effective against him. Doesn't look like it. It would be too easy if I could just one-hit him. Can I attack him with the Soul Reaver?
The Heart of Darkness.
Well, I guess I did attack him, kind of. I did kind of attack him. Because my mana went down. So I take it from that he did take damage. It's a bit of a convoluted method, but if it works, then it probably ain't stupid.
As his guards rushed to save him, William the Just's blood was already renewing my strength, replacing the life his sword had stolen from my veins. The poor fools come to aid their fallen leader. Let us have some amusement.
Okay, but it's weird. If it was the Soul Reaver that William was wielding, it's weird that Kain does not comment on that in any way whatsoever. Oh, this is the time streaming device. Okay, will I go back to the future now?
A time streaming device. Strange. When coincidence seems too convenient, I prefer to call it fate.
Okay, so I am back in the future, basically.
With William the Just dead, Mobius's plans have been thwarted. His pawn was removed from the game.
Well, I call some major shenanigans. It would be far too easy if it ended like this. And Mobius, being the guardian of time, he probably had a contingency plan for something like that. Okay, I can't be bothered to fight with the guards. That's some torch-bearing weirdo. Kind of looks like an executioner. He has a hood, reminiscent of a one that an executioner would be wearing. Wow. For a random weirdo with a torch, he's surprisingly effective. Okay, I'm actually dead.
The heart of darkness.
Which is very embarrassing.
Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus!
What kind of weapon even is that? How do I go down there?
Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus! Save Victus!
Okay, I don't think I was here. Maybe I was. But I don't think so. Although no, logically speaking, I must have been here. Because the switches are pressed. This goes back. Okay, so I just looped around. That's where I came from, right here. Okay, but something is wrong either way, because the main door is locked. I guess this might open it. I don't think I was here in the past. So that's one of the rooms I overlooked, I think. Was I here? I don't think so. Okay, what a total madman that was. He utterly...
The heart of darkness.
He utterly and humiliatingly demolished me. And once again,
the heart of darkness.
I'm dead in a pretty stupid way.
Ve Victor! Ve Victor!
Okay, I'm clearly missing something here. Okay, I'm missing a switch that would open a bridge to approach this this other switch that would then open the door. You can't switch this again. Okay, I don't really have an idea how to open that, which makes me a bit salty, but maybe it's dependent on some other switches throughout the castle, and I'm not going to spend, you know, that much time on it. Let's move on.
I found myself once more in the Nosgoth I knew. The carnage from battle was gone. Yet there was something amiss. From the distance, I heard cries, and a breeze from the south carried with it the faint odor of vampire blood.
Oh, okay, so I think I know what happened. Like, I killed William in the past before he turned into Nemesis, so everyone still loved him. And then Mobius told everyone, and everyone, it was actually true, so he didn't even need to lie. Everyone knew that King William the Just was assassinated by a vampire, so Mobius has used that to stir hatred towards vampires throughout the years, and I guess it culminated in some kind of a crusade, almost. Like, I guess they've been slaughtering vampires en masse, which in turn, it made what I did. It made Mobius stronger, at least when it comes to the when it comes to the point of actually opposing me, because I am a vampire, and I am also literally the vampire that killed King William.
The hunt is over! Vampires will plague us no more! Peace at last. Since the vampires slaughtered our great King William the Just, we have had no rest. We've captured the champion! Ah, there will be a feast tonight! 50 years we sought to fulfill our promise to our fallen king, and now our covenant comes to pass. We've captured the champion! Ah, there will be a feast tonight!
Captured the champion, you say?
Be victors!
Did they capture Vorador? That would be surprising. I have not met any other vampires
Be victors!
other than Vorador himself, so I'm not quite sure who they might be referring to.
The hunt is over! Vampires will plague us no more! Be victors!
Oh wait, that's not Stalberg, so the entrance is not here. But why did they smash the statue to their own king? Like, if they loved him so much, why is it destroyed?
'Twould seem the folly fell upon my own shoulders. With their sainted King William dead by my hand, the people of the land were consumed by a hunger all their own, for vampire blood.
Doesn't really explain why the statue is smashed, but okay. Okay, this is Stalberg.
Ooh, aren't you the handsome one?
The hunt is over! Vampires will plague us no more!
Well, I guess some things don't change, regardless of whether there's a vampire hunt. The women of Nosgoth are apparently always eager.
Be victors! Be victors! Be victors! Be victors!
But where exactly am I going? Am I going back to the pillars or what? Like, where is Mobius? Is he hiding? Because Mobius? Well, obviously I need to kill him, but where am I supposed to go now? Is it back to the pillars?
As I wandered about more, the shrieking and cheering became more apparent and defined. There was some sort of gathering to the south, for with each cheer, I smelled an outpour of blood.
Okay, so I guess I am supposed to go south and see what the ruckus is about. They have caught a vampire, which, if it is Vorador, then I am going to be surprised. it would be very weird for an ancient vampire such as himself to fall prey to a bunch of villagers.
I make no pretense to justify my killing, yet these vampire hunters would cloak their bloodlust beneath a veil of righteousness. Hypocrites! They would make themselves judge and jury. Very well then. Let us see how they take to my role as executioner.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I agree with Kain's stance on the supposed hypocrisy of the vampire hunters, because it seems to me humans are, vampires are a predatory species. They literally prey on humans, and a vampire has literally, in truth, killed their beloved king. So the humans, to me, are entirely within their right to actually defend themselves. But oh well.
Victus!
Oh, it is Vorador. Okay, I am surprised. Color me surprised.
We are free of this unholy scourge! Not yet, my friend. Would you be free of the plague if only one city was cleansed? No! Would you spare one wolf in the pack that has devastated your herd? No! Then let us destroy them all! He is the last! Destroy him! The people will not rest until Nosgoth is purged of your kind.
I had been betrayed. In my haste, I had not realized it before. That sigil on his forehead, the Oracle of Nosgoth, was in fact the time streamer Mobius, and I had followed his advice. How much of my quest was of his design? Willendorf? The Battle of the Last Stand? William the Just? Was this the trap he had fashioned for me?
Yeah, it kinda was.
We will send you back to the grave whence you came, vampire.
But I'm totally surprised that a bunch of humans have managed to publicly behead Vorador with a guillotine. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Vorador to play a larger part in the storyline, what with him supposedly being such an ancient and powerful vampire, and here he is, beheaded by a bunch of humans. Like a total schmuck.
Seen the future, Kain. You are not in it.
He slows me, which makes a lot of sense. Like, he is literally the master of time, so it would stand to reason that he would have such a power to do this. I don't think I'm actually doing anything to him.
Let us fall upon the puppets from the past.
I guess I'm like wading through his waves of minions, because I don't think I am hurting him right now, and I don't have any way to actually reach him. Let's be
From the present. Ve Victus!
like I'm 90% sure I can't mind control him. That would be stupid. So what am I supposed to be doing?
And from ages yet to come.
Oh, he was supposed to. He was supposed to. He was supposed to summon foes from the future. So unless I'm supposed to understand from this that the world is doomed and the future will never come, something must have gone wrong. I don't understand this fight. So I don't understand if I'm making any progress or how to tell.
The Heart of Darkness.
Huh, is that me? Kind of looks like me. Okay, I will switch, if not to the Soul Reaver, at least to the Flaming Sword. Okay, I'm getting schooled.
The Heart of Darkness.
Rather hard.
Ve Victus!
But I do have plenty of those Hearts of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness.
So, you know. It might be a rather cheap and haggard way to win this fight, but it is a way nonetheless.
The Heart of Darkness.
Ve Victus!
Although I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing anything. Like, maybe I should switch
of darkness.
to the Soul Reaver again. Then at least I would have confirmation of doing damage because it would drain my mana. Okay, it did something.
Chaos Armor. The Heart of Darkness.
Okay, this is it. This is the time to shine.
Ironic. By going back in time and altering the past, you turned William the Just into the Nemesis.
Aye, you have seen my plan, vampire, as I've seen your destiny. The future says you die.
But I am dead. As are you.
Okay. Let's take his...
I knew that Mobius's hourglass was the focus of his time-streaming magic. Farewell, sorcerer. The sands of time have ceased to flow for you.
Well done, Kain. Mobius did so love playing the trickster's part. His guise as the Oracle served his schemes well. Pity with all his plots he failed to plan for you. Come to me, my undead son. Make haste to the pillars. The stage is set for the grand finale. You will have your vengeance.
But I am supposed to kill Mortanius now. He is the last one, right?
Wraith armor.
Last one of the Guardians? He is the Guardian of Death, so what is his game? Why does he want to die? Or, well, I guess he might, as I said, he might plan to kill me and be the last Guardian left. But anyway, actually I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, I can't change into a bat. Why not? Oh, I guess I can. Okay, so I guess the endgame triggers by itself. It's a pity. I wanted to explore a little bit more. I wanted to check those thingamajigs, the stones that I couldn't push before, and I wanted to check the door to the cave near the city. What's his name? Near one of the cities. I forgot the name. But I guess it's time for the end game and to see what's Mortanius' deal.
You betrayed us, Mortanius. You had Kain killed and turned him into a monster. You set him upon us.
It had to be. Napraptor's insanity poisoned all of our minds. The Circle had failed in its sworn duties. It had to be destroyed.
Failed our duties? Idiot! The Circle exists for us. We don't exist for it. Our powers will save or damn Nosgoth at our whim. Stand with us, Mortanius, or die.
Then I shall die.
If the circle is to be destroyed, you have to die as well, Necromancer. I admire your cunning, but you will not escape your fate.
Nay, I will embrace it. But my death will leave one more to take, Princeling. Finish me!
Okay, that's very interesting, and I kind of admire Mortanius. Like, it is a very cool, well, I guess it's not a twist, really, but it is a twist of expectations, if not of the plot, because obviously Mortanius is a necromancer and the guardian of death, so you would think of him as a very dark figure. You would think of him as the one most easily swayed towards corruption, and instead he is the only one that knows that the circle has failed, that embraces that fact, and that embraces his own death. as a as a means to restore the pillars. He knows that he must die for them to be restored, and I guess it makes sense, really, when you think about it, because he is the guardian of death. He wouldn't be afraid of death. Death is, an old acquaintance to him. So that's very cool and kind of noble of him, really, to... I guess he has orchestrated Kain's death for him to be strong enough as a vampire to kill the circle, because I probably wouldn't be able to do that as a human, especially seeing how Kain, the nobleman, the human, he died to a bunch of nobodies, so he clearly wasn't that great of a swordsman either, and he didn't know magic or anything. So I guess Mortanius has, devised this plan in which he got Kain killed and then offered him vampirism as a way to get his vengeance, so that Kain would be strong enough to destroy the circle. But I really admire that he is ready to die himself, although from the sound of it, he's not going to die without a fight. He's going to make it interesting first. But still, that's, quite noble of him. Okay, let's switch to the Soul Reaver, because it has not failed me yet. He says as he dies and fails. Is he dead, or did he teleport? Well, I guess he's not dead. Not quite. Or maybe he is, because all of his undead constructs seem to be exploding.
I serve no one.
Indeed, such narrow vision. Don't you see? My silencing of Ariel and its calculated repercussions is but the first act in my theater of Grand Guignol, of which you are the tragic hero. Play on, little vampire. Play on.
Fay Victus!
Okay, that's kind of weird.
The Soul Reaver.
I was about to compliment, I was complimenting Mortanius for him sticking up for the rules and, sacrificing his life to restore the circle, and it turns out all the time he was possessed by some kind of a demon. That's weird.
Control mind.
I'm not sure what to think of that.
Mobius's hourglass. The hourglass of Mobius allowed him to sift through the sands of time, giving him dominion over past and future.
Ah, right.
The Heart of Darkness.
I can't use magic when wielding the Soul Reaver. So... let's do this and then switch to the Soul Reaver again. Okay, I wanted that. Oh, I wanted this.
Wraith armor.
Okay, I am given an opportunity to save. Let's do it, although...
I am the last pillar, the only survivor of the Circle of Nine. At my whim, the world will be healed or damned. At my whim.
So I guess I have a choice between a good ending and a bad ending. Now, regularly, when playing most games, I try to go for the good choices, but in this game, it kind of almost feels like I have slaughtered thousands of people throughout the game. Kain has, reminisced with nostalgia. Well, not reminisced because it hasn't happened. He has fantasized with glee about potential rape and pillaging that would befall Willendorf at the hands of the armies of the Nemesis. He was waxing poetic about torture. And after all this, he's supposed to be the savior of the world? Like, that seems weird, and it seems to come a little out of nowhere, because the game has never set up Kain as a hero. In fact, he has been pretty squarely played as someone who cares for nothing save for his own skin and his own power. And he seems to view all of the other people in the world as beneath him. So why would he care about healing the world? I guess maybe because he is on it. The game was kind of, the cutscene was kind of vague as to what exactly the results of either of those choices are going to be. I think it's weird for Kain to have this sudden change of heart and suddenly care about, such things as restoring balance. Like, even when he did all of those things regarding with the circle, he did it because he wanted to regain his humanity, which in itself was kind of weird. The game has never given me a good explanation of why would he care, or why should he care. In fact, he seems the exact type of person.
The heart of darkness.
Okay, this is hilarious, but he seems the exact type of person that would embrace vampirism and all of the power that comes with it. So I don't think the good ending makes that much sense. And also, I probably can't leave, so no exploring for me, unfortunately. I will choose the bad ending. I think, the evil ending, and see what it does. And then I will reload and choose the other one, and sort of compare. So let's damn the world.
Once I embraced my powers, I realized that Vorador was correct. We are gods. Dark gods. And it is our duty to thin the herd.
Okay, I will view the credits later. For now, let me reload. Oh. Wait. Didn't I save? Didn't it give me a choice to save after? Like, after defeating him? Can I just choose it?
The death orb of Mortanius had given the
Oh, those are the artifacts.
heart of darkness. Before I lay the orb of Mortanius. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored. Anacroft's magic was contained within the metal of the scales and would eventually be released back into the pillar from whence it came. The scales of Anacroft I lay before the pillar of states. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored. The heart of darkness.
It did give me an opportunity to save, so I'm not sure why it didn't. I'm not going to watch that again. And let's choose the good ending this time and see how that compares.
In his life, he was unknown, a petty noble. In death, he was unknown. Yet by choosing oblivion, he restored balance to the land. Shades cast no shadows.
Okay, to be honest, both of those endings were pretty abrupt and rather weak, but I think thematically the good ending does not make that much sense. Like, why it has never, in the entire game, it has never been implied that Kain would sacrifice himself for the world. Why would he do it? He seems the exact type of person who would sacrifice the world to serve his own needs. So I think thematically, the evil ending is actually more fitting. I have not played the next games in the series, so and I definitely will, so I'm not yet sure which one of those is supposed to be canon. I will discover that when I play the next game, but that was Legacy of Kain Blood Omen, and it was pretty great. I had a lot of fun. Now, the gameplay... let me rephrase that. The combat itself was pretty bland. It was like pretty much button mashing, but the gameplay as a whole was surprisingly diverse. I hesitate to call it deep exactly, but it was extensive. There was a lot of options, and I really liked, the different forms and the fact that the different weapons had different environmental applications. You could chop down trees with the axes, you could break down stones with the mace, and all that. The spells were diverse, and most of them were useful, at least situationally. It was cool to use them to watch the enemies explode and all that. The story was actually quite good, rather engaging, but what elevated this game the most, in my mind, was Kain himself. Like, Kain is brilliant as a character. The way he is written and the way he is acted makes it a pleasure to listen to him. I could listen to him for hours, and I did, and it was the main joy of the game for me to listen to his monologues, to listen to him waxing poetic about, slaughtering people and drinking blood and belittling peasants and all that. I really think he's a great character, and I really think he's very memorable. The way he's played, especially, he sounds like a Shakespearean character. He sounds as if he was on a stage in a grand play, reciting all of his lines with this grandiose emphasis. I really liked it. I think playing this game was worth it just for Kain alone. Even if the gameplay was totally crap, I think this game still would kind of be worth it. But the point is, the gameplay wasn't crap. It was actually kind of engaging. There was a lot of secrets to be found, a lot of environmental interaction, a lot of exploration. So overall, as a package, this game was pretty great, especially for its age. I was definitely surprised to see such a variety in options in such an old game, as far as weapons and armor and spells and environmental interaction is concerned. So overall, I am very glad I played this. I had a ton of fun. I am a little bit salty that the game ended before I had a chance to explore the rest of the map. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it to speed up to the ending, that fast. I thought I would have to sort of manually return to the pillars, whereas it forced me to do it. It did it, it did it by itself. But overall, I had a blast. This game was pretty cool and good, and maybe even great. And I had a lot of fun playing. And it is a great introduction to the Legacy of Kain series for me, and I will definitely be playing the other games, chronologically, as they were released. I will play them and record them and release them on the channel, because I just want to get more of Kain. He was awesome, and easily, it would be worth it just for him. But with all of the other combined, I definitely, had a lot of fun with this game. It was definitely worth my time, and it was great and, cool and whatever. I will probably, when I collect my thoughts and rest a little bit, I will probably write like an extended review, or something, or at least like a summary of my thoughts on the game. If I do, it's going to be in the pinned comment underneath this video. If I don't, then I guess I don't. Look for that if you're curious. If it's there, then it's there, and if not, then it's not. But that was Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. Pretty great, had a lot of fun. And that's all for this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye.